So hello and a warm welcome to all fans of Spanish football. It is great to have you on board again. We all remember, of course, so vividly the memories of last season, but now the slate has been wiped clean, and ahead of us, months and months of toil, sometimes torture and travail, but as ever, it will all be worth it in the end. Some terrific scenes here in Barcelona. My goodness me, it's made even better by 100,000 supporters in full voice. Oh, whistle's gone, that's a foul. It's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Stood up well to him there. Now it's Mbappe. Not pretty, but it gets the job done.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
And it's Camavinga. Picked out brilliantly. Oh, they could be caught. Goes for a shot! And that is wildly off target.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
Spread to the right. Garcia is making a start here. I wonder what sort of a role is he expected to play, Jim?
Well, Peter, he's just a sensational shot stopper. And when the chips are down, sometimes he can make all the difference. After all, preventing a goal at one end can be just as valuable as scoring one at the other. And that makes this guy worth his weight in gold.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so... Shot a goal! Oh, it's hit the post! That was a good run. The defence looked beaten there.
That was a great ball that looked right on the money. Trying to get behind the defence is something that can work well here.
That's gone all the way through to the keeper. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Mbappe. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. That's an untidy challenge, free kick given. And no surprise, that's a booking. Canales. Now this could be a chance. Elects to cross. And he's there to belt it away. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Messi. Oh, that's neat. He's having a hit! And that is doing no harm at all.
Messi probably should have taken a breath and looked for runners. It helps to put your head up from time to time, Peter.
And it's Kane. Camavinga. Now it's Messi. Played out wide, and that was nowhere near his best. And he's been shifted off it. Canales, looking for a runner. That's beautifully weighted. And that should get the job done. Space for him to turn and look. He's shifting through the gears here. And a shot! Played out towards the right wing. Kane. Canales. Looking to play him in. Oh, that's fabulous. And the shot! Oh, it's fallen kindly here. And he's done it! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Oh, he was definitely fully focused on that, Peter. His reaction and anticipation got him there when everyone else was spectating.
The first breakthrough.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
Canales receives it in a wide position. Some front-footed pressing going on here. It's not an especially good pass, that.
This is the time you need that pace.
Messi. Messi carries the ball down the right. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Saliba. That has not gone well. And here's Messi. Now it's Son Heung-min. Nicely aimed pass. Oh, there's a probing ball. Great ball, and he's in here. Son Heung-min. Can he fit? It's a decent watch, a frantic watch. It is half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead, and that gives them something to build on after the break. Barcelona currently behind by 1-0 at the break.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
So, for the first time this season, it's half-time. So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 8, Messi.
So, into the second half.
Barcelona really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
And that is well cleared. Flings in across. A poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. Barcelona different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it.
Son Heung-min! That was superb goalkeeping.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Looking for the run. No, it's come to nothing. Villa Libre. Now he's off and running. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Kane. Closing in on goal. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post, and the keeper couldn't hold it. And yes, it's there! And that is what they came to see, what they demanded to see. His first. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
And that's great movement from him. He instinctively knew that the ball was going to come back out and put himself where he needed to be. The sort of thing you just can't teach.
Barcelona restore parity.
Barcelona really will be annoyed. They failed to make anything of their lead, and it's so typical that this happens.
Yamal.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Lovely ball and a real shoot! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Será reemplazado por el dorsal 20.
Kane. Barcelona are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Crosses it in here. Cleared without hesitation. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Oh, this looks sharp. Kane. And they've got rid. And that's been won straight back. Now it's Son Heung-min. And that's really well manoeuvred.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
And no, that was never going to make it. He has found the way through. Ball is over the line.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 9 será sustituido por el dorsal 7.
And that's another throw. And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. Oh, it's come loose. Saliba gets a foot in here. Mbappe.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Yamal. And he's whipped it across. And it's safely in the keeper's hands. Now it's Kane. Nicely weighted ball. Chance, surely! And it's hit the woodwork and out! And how did he not put that away?
Well, we could be headed for a scenario in which next goal is the winner. That chance could have been it too.
And he's had it nicked away. Can he get it through? Oh, what a stop! Had to be at his very best.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Here's a chance! Lacking in accuracy.
It wasn't the best strike, to be honest, Peter. The pass might have been a better option there.
Now it's Kane. Oh, that's a key interception. The final 5 minutes. And he stands tall, impenetrable. Kane powering forward here. And the finish! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay. Now, can they get him away? It's a promising position. Foot in.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Tries one from range. A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
I'm really impressed with the tenacity he's shown to intercept that. That's how they're going to make things happen.
That is ended up in no man's land.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
Looking for options for movement. And the referee brings it to a close. Barcelona are having to do with just a point on day one. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Well, it's a question of whether you look at this as a glass half full or a glass half empty, but I look at it this way. It wasn't the worst result, and there were signs of what they worked on in pre-season coming off quite well at times.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you.
Se recuerda a nuestros espectadores que pueden informarse sobre el horario de apertura de las taquillas en la página web oficial del equipo.
So hello and welcome to what has turned out to be a truly gorgeous afternoon. The sun beaming down on the stands and broad beaming smiles all around us. The mood has soared, and so indeed has the expectation of both teams. I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football. Goes for a shot! Off the post! And now they can clear their lines. Kane charging forward, the ball... Kane! Classic Kane brilliance! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
An early launch, just as they wanted, just as they hoped it. Can he get it through? It's played through for him. Vieri! And that's a sharp finish. And that is what they came to see, what they demanded to see. His first. It was a great header. The invitation was irresistible, and the finish unerring.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
Now it's Vieri. In towards the back stick. Easy enough for the goalkeeper. Barcelona have their opponents right where they want them, and we've barely begun. Barcelona have scored 2 quick goals here and are well and truly in the driving seat. Now it's Vieri. And here's Kane.
Kane really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
That's a risky ball, you've got to say. And it's Kane. Camavinga, looking for the run. That's put paid to the danger. And they're quick to get it back. Vieri, looking understandably energised after his goal. Kane. And into the grateful arms of the keeper.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
Looking to pass their way up the pitch. And he's got the beating of his man. He's had it taken off him. Distributed tidily. Van Dijk cuts it out. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Chance for a shot! Relentless! Just relentless! And they are disappearing out of sight. His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
A case now of complete control. But that has not gone well. He is through here. Kane. And he's quick to get rid. Barcelona have got it back and they'll have another go. He's had a shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Oh, well played, well sorted out. And this is Vieri.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Foot in. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Saliba spots it and intercepts. It's a sweeping cross. And that was very necessary. Kane going forward. Oh, well played, that has snuffed out the danger. And he's running through. It's Vieri! And there's a goal. And with that, he takes home the match ball. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
This is such a dominant performance. The defence are sick of the sight of him, but he doesn't look finished just yet.
Barcelona are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that. Vieri. Oh, that's a key interception. Oh, they could be caught out here. He's found a way through. Can he finish? It's a goal. They are purring, truly purring.
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Now it's Vieri. And there's green grass ahead of him. Tries a shot! And it's in! And they're threatening to fly away here.
Some of those players look totally lost out there now, Peter, and you can't blame them.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
This is frightening football. He has increased defensive fear on the way to that hat-trick.
And that is all they have time for. Staggering, just staggering. Not in their wildest dreams would they have expected a half-time scoreline like this.
Barcelona really are in control here. They've done exactly what they set out to do. There's a genuine flow about their football, and some of the stuff they've played so far has been great on the eye.
Barcelona enjoying a half which is little short of perfect. The dominant force, the only force in a one-sided contest.
cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 11, el dorsal 6.
So let's get the ball
Serán
rolling.
sustituidos por el dorsal 18, el dorsal 23.
Kane! He's put his foot right through that one. That's really well manoeuvred. Now, he's got space here. Well, that's been cut out, well played. And this is Vieri. Opts for safety. Now it's Kane. Threads one in, and he's picked out the... And Messi! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Vieri being given no time to dwell on the ball here.
Oh, look, Peter, this has been a textbook illustration of how not to defend, and finally they've decided to single him out.
Now that looks a decent ball. Nicely aimed pass. That's a super give and go. Always goal side. And he can thump it away. They've played it short. Crosses it in. And now they can spring out of defence. Vieri couldn't quite force his way through this time, but boy, he had a go at it.
Well, I think it's good he took the opportunity to run at that back line. I'm sure it won't deter him either.
Barcelona perhaps contemplating their next change here. Now it's Kane. Nicely weighted ball. And a chance! And that's past the post.
I can't quite believe he's missed that, Peter.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Yeah, it was pretty clear the manager's not been getting what he wants out of his players, so a substitution was going to come. I think it could have been sooner.
Ah, he'd have done well to reach that. Alexander-Arnold. Messi.
Pretty robust defending.
Knocks it into space. That is good alertness. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Now, can they get him away? Taken back almost at once. Now it's Kane. Some resolute defending there. Now it's Vieri. Goes looking wide. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Aimed beyond the defence. Oh, that's fabulous. Fernandez. Can he get on the end of this? And this is Vieri, and he's certainly onside here. Ah, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Van Dijk gets across to intercept that. No, that's been intercepted. Tries to pass it through. Hangs in across, shoots! He's put it wide.
Malaga really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Pinches it off him. Engages and forces him off the ball. Nicely spread. Messi. Looking to play him in. He's in plenty of space here. Oh, that's sweet, almost telepathic. In with the challenge. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. That's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. And the number on the board is 3. Alexander-Arnold gets a foot in here. Looking for options for movement. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Barcelona have done it. Happy in the knowledge that they've taken maximum points. Mission